Hey everybody, man, this has been a wild trip, a real wild trip here. Uh, a couple of weeks ago, let's see, tomorrow will be 2 weeks ago, getting out of the truck in Madison, Alabama. I don't know exactly what I did, but apparently I have torn my rotator cuff or something in my shoulder anyway. Uh, I have when it first happened. By the time I drove from Madison, Alabama to here in Tennessee, just outside of Nashville, uh, the pain was almost excruciating. But anyway, I went through a lot of. I see I got two people in here now. Welcome aboard. Thank you for joining me. Just thought I'd give you a little update on what's going on here. So I had this, whatever it is in my shoulder here is torn. They have given me muscle relaxers. That seemed to do a lot of good at first. However, that's not really doing the trick anymore. The pain pills that they give me they only give me like 7 of them. So that didn't last in either. They told me to take this extra strength Tylenol. That doesn't really touch it. But anyway, I had kind of a rough night. Hey, Kevin, thanks, man. Good UK, good deal. Anyway, I have been, let's see, I've been to 3 physical therapy deals, which is, that's kind of a joke, but I think what they're really trying to do is to figure out exactly what's wrong with me and to see if if I'm faking it or if it's real or not. And I guarantee you that the pain I'm feeling is real. Anyway, I've been to 3 doctor visits as well, and the last doctor visit I went to, they had this older doctor that's in there had a young, I guess she's an intern or something. She come in and sit with me, and anyway, they were moving my shoulder around and whatever, and I keep telling them that whenever I turn it to a certain point, it sounds like you're breaking sticks in there, and literally. The doctor had my arm in his hand and one hand on my shoulder, and whenever that happened, the young girl that was all the way across the room could hear it, and her eyes got real big, and he stopped. He said, "That's not supposed to do that." And I said, "Well, that's what I've been trying to tell you." And he said, "Did that hurt?" And I said, "Well, not at the moment, but it probably will later." And sure enough, it has. Anyway, they scheduled me for a MRI to try to find out what it is that's gone wrong in there. And there's only 2 places here in Nashville that does MRIs. Well, here in Murfreesboro. I don't live in Murfreesboro, but I'm not far from it. But anyway, there's only 2 places, and they're both booked up. So it's going to be the 20th before I can get in there to get the MRI done. And then it may take a day or 2 before they're able to read it and look at it and see if they can tell what it is that's gone wrong. Anyway, the company, there's a shortage on parts to get trucks fixed. And it's more of that supply chain deal. But anyway, the company wants their truck, and I'm not using it right now, and they really need to put somebody in it where they can make money. And I understand it's an asset, and it's sitting here in my yard. I also have an empty trailer sitting here in my yard. I was only planning on being home for 34 hours and then back on the road again, but now it's been 2 weeks, and it looks like it's going to be at least another 2 weeks before anything could happen. So I cleaned the truck out yesterday, and they're going to come get it today sometime. So there will be another driver in my truck. Man, for those of you that are truck drivers, you understand what a feeling that is to not have a truck. It's a really let down. It's man, I can't explain the disappointment that I'm feeling with them coming to pick up my truck. Anyway, I'm headed over to physical therapy here in a few minutes. Again, the more they aggravate it, the worse it hurts. So I'm hoping that they really don't do a whole lot today, other than they put me on a TENS unit. If any of you know what that is, it's kind of an electrical stimulation deal, and that seems to help a little bit. But I'm going to be without a truck. So I thought I would come on here and tell you that I would not be posting for a while. But after talking to the young lady in the office and finding out about workman's comp and how all of this works, they're sending me a packet of stuff to fill out. Some of it the doctor has to fill out, some of it I fill out in order to get workman's comp started. And I pay for insurance for short-term disability. So short-term disability will also kick in, I'm thinking. But I thought it would be probably good information for any of you that are working, that you follow along with how all this works, because I have no clue right now. I've never done workman's comp before, especially through CRETE. I know a lot of times the company controls the workman's comp, and sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's an outside insurance outfit, and I've heard nothing but horror stories, except for a couple that have come through it without losing a lot of money, and they've been doing okay. So I'm going to keep you informed now on how the workman's comp deal goes. It may influence what company you go to work for, because if I get totally abandoned out here and start losing money and going broke, it could go one way. But if I float through this and I'm able to not go broke and get myself healed up and fixed, then that may be a good sign too. But anyway, we'll keep you informed on how all this turns out here. I think everybody would probably be interested in seeing this. So I may not post quite as much, but when I do, it'll be information that'll keep you informed, and it may help you make a better decision on what company to go to work for somewhere down the line. But anyway, I really appreciate you guys coming in. I see there's 4 in the room right now, so thank you for tuning in. I hope that the content that I'm able to give you through this ordeal will be helpful. Other than that, I really have not been able to do much other than sit here in my chair, and if I sit here for too long, that causes me some pain and grief. So, man, this has not been a real pleasant ordeal, and it, even though I may be smiling, it hurts like crazy right now. So, hopefully all this will get better soon. I hope that they don't drag it out, and if they can just relieve the pain and worry about working on the shoulder later, that's good. But anyway, that's kind of where we're at. So this is kind of strange because I have to drive myself over to the physical therapy and the doctor, which is in the same office, but I can't drive the truck. But Anyway, the truck is sitting out in my yard right now, but they'll come get it sometime this afternoon or in the morning, and I will be truckless. So anyway, thank you for sticking in. Thank you for hanging with me. Keep watching, because there may be some real fireworks going here, or it may go really smooth. But either way, you'll know how it works whenever workman's comp is over. So thanks again. I need to hit the road. We'll see y'all out on the road somewhere.